morning, whoever's in the bushes. Good morning. Positive Crash Out, what's up? How's everything going? Hey, Tony. Happy Monday. And just to put out there, I'm not going to do one of those lessons today. I'm going to be talking from my heart today. And I'm not going to have no cut cards. Hey, Slick. I'm not going to have no cut cards. Whatever I tell you on this live, it's going to be from my heart. Because I feel like whatever comes from your heart is going to come from the Lord. And I think it's about time for me to let you know from my heart what authentic is to me. And I don't want y'all to tell me what you think it means. But once I tell you what I tell you, then you're going to think in your mind and wonder, what is authentic to me? So here goes. The true meaning to me, what authentic means to me, is being me. And the true me is I am a single mother of 5 children. I've been a single mother with my firstborn for 18 years, the second one for 16 years, and for the other one 14 years, and for the twins it's been 12 years. And the name Pretty Heart the Conqueror, I conquered the world every day. I conquered the world every day. And is it a struggle? Yes. It's going to be a struggle. But when you're a single mother, it can be a struggle every day. It can be a struggle every day. But you have to find within yourself how you're going to make it. And I always been doing that since my kids have been born. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy being a single mom. Now, am I telling you this because I want you to feel bad for me? No. But when I say authentic August, and when I do the videos that I do, how you doing, sweetie? Is to uplift you and let you know you can do whatever you're able to do. Even if you're a single mother, even if you have a husband, even if you're in a relationship, even though you have all the luxuries that people ask for. But if you're not blessed with that yet, you just have to find a way to conquer within yourself what you need to do. Now, me, I was fortunate when my mother was here and she helped me with all 5 of my kids. She helped me with them. But since she has been gone for 2 years, I had to find a way to conquer that battle. I had to find a way to conquer that battle. And I conquered the world every single day. Hey, Pooh, every single day. And it's not easy. And at first, I didn't want to put out there that I'm a single mother. But I said to myself, why not? That's part of being authentic. That's part of being authentic. That's being you. That's who you are. Not saying that it's going to be like that forever, but that's who you are. That's who I am right now. So why not embrace it? Yes, I'm a single mother of 5 children. And yes, I struggle from time to time. Is it hard? Yes, it's very hard. It's very hard to be a single mom. And that's being authentic. You saying what it is. You saying what it's all about. Now, not that you want to do a video to tell everybody that to have them, feel bad for you. No, that's not the point that I'm making. I wish that I can be able to put it out there and be like, hey, I'm a single mother and I want everybody to give me money, give me thousands of dollars, boo-hoo. Yes, I'm out of that zone. But that's not reality. Reality is you embracing what the hell you're going through. You embracing it. You letting it be known. You let it be seen. You let it be seen. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Shit, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of being me. I'm not ashamed to embrace that I'm a single mother. I'm not ashamed to embrace that my financial troubles. That's what being authentic is to me. It might have a different meaning in here, like it says right here. Being authentic means living in a way that is true to your own personality, values, and beliefs. That's the meaning that I just read. But my meaning of authentic is this, what I'm telling you. That's authentic. This right here. This face. No filter, no nothing. That's authentic. That's authentic to me. Everybody else can have different meanings of being authentic. But my meaning, me being authentic, is what I just told you. And what I'm doing right now. And I already know, and I'm just going to put it out there, and this is being authentic too when you're real. I already know that I'm not going to get that many views on here. I already know that I'm not going to get that many likes on here. But that's not the point of me doing this. My point of me doing this live today, to let anybody know, even if you're married, you're a single mother, or you're in a relationship, or anything, that you're going to make it. I'm making it now. I have an 18-year-old son that's about to graduate high school this year. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud to say, as me being a single mother that is making it day by day, conquering the world, I am proud to say that I have a boy. My 18-year-old son is a senior in high school. You're cool. Yep. Hello. Thank you. So I'm proud of him. Regardless by me being a single mother and that has a low, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to say this either. Have a low income. I'm not making thousands of dollars a year. I don't live, thank you. I don't live in a gigantic house. Thank you. But I don't live in a giant house. And I'm not going to lie either. Even though I don't like telling my business out there, but no, I'm not married. I don't have a rich husband. I don't have none of that. This is me being authentic. This is me being me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? That's what authentic means to me this month. And that's authentic that you hear my son in the background making a whole bunch of noise. That's authentic too. And I'm not going to be yelling even though he knows I'm live. That's authentic too. Yep. I know that pride, but I'm just, making a point because a lot of people feel like that being authentic is those things, but that's not what it is. Being authentic is just being you, just saying you, your true beliefs, and being your personality. And this is my personality. This is my personality. This is me. I don't pretend. I don't pretend at all. There's no reason for me to pretend. What is the point of pretending? Because to be honest with you, if you pretend to be something that you're not, it comes out in the surface. And then not only that, you got to keep on making up that personality that you are. And I'm not that type of person. But that's what authentic means to me. And when I when I showed the video of me with my kids, when we went to the activities that we went to, and I am going to put another video up. I'm going to upload the other video that when we had went to another function that dealt with book bag drives, and it was for they was giving out free book bags to the children, and it was a good activity. It was a real good activity, and you know, even though it wasn't the best thing in the world, but at least it was something for the kids to do. And for me, it was for me to get out the house. Because shoot, I'm going to be honest with you too. Being authentic is being honest. You too, sweetie. Take care. But the other authentic of this situation too is, I'm not going to lie, I was stressed out for the past couple of days. Very stressed out. Thinking that, I wasn't doing what I was doing. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, yeah. I know how you feel, Slim. I do. I mean, Slick. I know how you feel, Slick. But yeah, shoot, I was stressed out for the past couple of days because I thought that, I wasn't doing a good job at what I'm doing. I was sitting there thinking, it was a whole lot of things that I was stressed out about. It was a lot of things I was stressed out about. Oh, thank you for joining, man. The raw. How you doing this morning? I don't want to say your name wrong, but thank you for joining. But yeah, I was stressed out about a whole lot of things. I was stressed out because I didn't think I was doing a good job on here. I was thinking, I had stress about a lot of things. A lot of things. And, sometimes you can't always be basically stressing yourself out. And then the other thing that, I went to church yesterday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I went to church yesterday because I haven't been to church in a while. And boy, when I went to church that day, yesterday, you know how when you go to church and even though you don't feel like doing certain things, but something told you to go to church, and when you get in there, you feel the spirit of what the Lord knows what you're going through. And then when the preacher preaches, it's exactly how you feeling. But when I was up in there yesterday and felt every word that he was saying, it brought me into tears because he understood what I was going through. I don't want to really explain what, right now. In the near future, I will explain it. But right now, I don't want to reveal it, what I was like all around going through, because it's going to be on another video that I do. Yep, that's true. That's true. And that's why I had just decided to stop stressing and just give it to him, because that stress level of everything that I was going through, it cleared my mind. But that minister, he preached a good word. He preached a good word this morning. I mean, yesterday he did, and he reached my heart. And then, well, right before the minister was preaching, my daughter, yep, yep. But I know that when we went to church, quiet down, sweetheart. When we was at church, yes, the topic is being authentic, which right now what I'm doing is be authentic and telling you what authentic means. That's what the post is all about. When we went to church and before the minister had started preaching, they was doing the part, they was singing a song, and my daughter, um my last girl, she started crying. And at first I didn't know why she was crying while we was at church. And the reason why she was crying was because we haven't been back to our home church in about maybe 2 years. And the last time we was there was the day that we buried my mom, when she was in the casket. And it brought her into tears because that was the last time that she had saw her grandmother. And that was the last time that I had saw my mom in that church, was when she was in her casket. And so it brought her back to memories of when she was buried, when she was in her casket. Because we haven't been back to our home church in some months. And that was the last time that she had seen her grandmother inside that church, when she was in her casket. So she started crying. And so I pulled her to the side to console her and to basically close my eyes and give her the strength to let her know that my mother was in me. Thank you, I appreciate it. She's been gone for about 2 years now. She's been gone ever since January 23rd, 2023. So it's about 2 years. It's going to be 3 years on that month. But yeah, she's been gone for about 2 years now. And that was the last time she had seen her in that church. And so it brought memories back and the flashbacks when she saw her in the casket. And then when everybody was in there, you know how it is. And so it devastated her and it made her cry. So I had to pull her to the side to, basically console her. But I didn't really speak in words. I just rubbed her back. I just rubbed her back and put my hands up and just call my mom in a spiritual way so she can heal me to heal her. To let her know that she's here, I'm okay, and go back to your seat so you can listen to the sermon. So that's another part of me being authentic, telling y'all exactly what's going on. But yeah, but that's what authentic means to me, is being honest, being real, telling you what it is. Which, like I said, I'm a single mother of 5 children, conquering the world every day, conquering the problems, conquering everything. Yes, she is. Shoot, even sometimes I talk to my mother, even though y'all might not hear the words, but I talk to my mother every day. Because before, when I lost her and I was down in the dumps about it, you know what I'm saying? Um, I always used to sit there and say to myself, how in the world can I hear her? How in the world can I talk to her? How in the world can I do this? You know what I'm saying? Because I was so busy focusing on her being here physically. But really, but really, you can talk to the person that's no longer here. But you have to have the mindset that you can. And that's what I had developed. Is learning how to talk to my mom from up there. I'm sorry for your loss. So I started to develop that thought process. Yep. So you have to develop that mindset that you can talk to a person from up there and you just have a conversation with them. I even do it sometimes in public. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I feel like I'm about to go into shambles or something like that and I need my mother, shoot, I call my mom's name, even though she ain't here. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. See, this is me. This is me telling you what I do. This is authentic to me. I'm telling you what I do. Sometimes it might seem crazy to people, but guess what? I don't care because this is me. This is my story. This is my truth. This is what I'm going through. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not ashamed of it. I have never been ashamed of being me. Maybe when I was younger, I was ashamed of being me. You know, I had low self esteem, sitting there thinking that I can't be me. Don't want to tell my story because I should be ashamed of it. And that's another thing, too. It's no reason for you to be ashamed of what you're going through. Nothing. Nothing. You don't supposed to. You don't supposed to. Because when you question it, it's like you going against God's work. But I feel like that, and this is just my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. Don't get mad at me when I say this. Positive crash out. Don't take it personal. What I feel like is that it was meant for them to leave because they did their purpose here. And I was thinking the same way that you're thinking. Because when my mother had left the way that she did, I was angry at the world. And I'm not going to lie on this app right now. I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't care what anybody said. And everybody might sit here and think that I want somebody to feel sorry for me, but I don't. But I want you to hear what I'm saying, Crash Out. If you're listening. I wanted to kill myself. Okay? I did. I wanted to harm myself because my mother was gone. I didn't want to be here anymore. I did not want to be here. I wanted to get in that casket with my mother. At that time, I'm not going to front. I didn't care about my kids and who was going to raise them. Because I looked at the fact that, well, shoot, they got their dad. I can go with my mom. They got their dad. And let's put this out here, too. He's not consistent either. But I was in a hole for a while. Hey, Ryan, I was in a hole for a while. Now, this is me being authentic. I'm keeping it a buck. Positive Crash Out. I'm letting you know how I was feeling. And I just want you to take from this what I'm telling you. I was in a hole. I was in a deep hole for a whole year. I was in a deep hole. Because like I said, I wanted to get in that casket with my mother. I wanted to die with her. I didn't want to be in this world no more. You know what I'm saying? Because she was my world. When I said my mother was my world, she was everything to me. She was the backbone of this family. But then, hey W, hey Jeffrey W, how you doing? But when I was in that hole, some part of me was telling me to get out that hole. But I didn't want to. But then I had that talk in my brain that told me again, pretty, get out that hole. Get out that hole. Get out that hole. Get out that hole. And I kept on gripping. Like gripping. But finally I got out that hole. And then once I got out that hole, I started breathing. Now I was still crying when I got out that hole. But then another sense of me was saying, kid, you know, pretty, make sense to this. Do what you need to do. And then once I did that, when I did that live the last time, when it came down to her birthday, that's when I actually had to officially let her go. Hello, somebody from South Africa. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And when I finally decided to let her go, to let her live her eternal life, I felt better. And even though part of us don't want to let go and we're still angry, at some point we have to let them live their eternal life. We have to. Because that's when you know that they are at peace. And I know my mom, she's at peace. Because to be honest with you, it would be selfish. It would be so selfish of me to let my mom still be here with all this crap that is going on this earth right now. I would rather for my mom to be gone than to be here. Because it is so much going on this earth that is ridiculous. And I don't even think, in my personal opinion, I'm not saying that my mother is she wasn't a strong woman. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that so much hate, so much crap that is going on that is unnecessary, my mom wouldn't be able to take that. Even though she's the woman of God, she was a woman of God, but I don't think she would be able to take all that. Because my mom was a very giving and loving person. She never hated one person. My mom was one of them type of people that she was so giving. Now, this is how giving my mother was. She was so giving that even if she felt like you was using her, she wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. That's how giving she was. That's how respected my mom was. Now, that might sound crazy to y'all, but it's a lot of people. A lot of people that is that giving and don't care if they get used. That doesn't mean that's bad. That just means how caring that they are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy. I am so happy that my mother is gone off of this earth. because all this crap that's going on, honey, my mom wouldn't be able to take it. And she wouldn't want to be around it because she's the type of person too. She loves positive energy. She loved positive energy. She didn't want no negative thought, nothing. And back then, when she was living, it was sometimes. I'm not skipping over your comments. I saw your comment, but I'm just so deep into the moment. It's okay, baby. If you gotta cry, let it out. Let it out. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. And you don't have to be ashamed about that. I don't care if you good looking, ugly, or whatever the case may be. If you have to cry, baby, let it out. Let it out, honey. Let it out. That's what this whole page is all about. That's what this page is all about. That's what this page is all about. It's all about uplifting. If you going through grief, I uplift you. If you have low confidence, I uplift you. That's what this page is all about. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm all about. I'm not a negative person. I'm a positive person. That's the reason why I had this page, baby. So if you have to cry, let it out, honey. Let it out. Shoot, if I have to cry, I'm going to let it out on here too. So, baby, you don't have to tell me, give me a second, do what you need to do. If you need to look on the background because you can't talk no more, do you, honey. I'm keeping it raw. Do you, honey. If you got to cry, sweetheart, cry. If I was near you right now, I would give you a great big hug and wipe the tears off your face and just give you a hug and say, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not faking on that. You gotta let that mess out. Shoot, I be crying too when my mom don't be here. Child. After me doing this live, I might start crying because I was actually very vulnerable and letting y'all know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes on these lives, you have to let a person know what you're going through so they can understand what's going on. And baby, I'm here to tell you, they don't call me the pretty heart, the conqueror for nothing. I'm telling you my life experiences. So I know how you feel. I can relate. But yeah, man, I mean, we sometimes get into that dark hole, but you have to find it within yourself to get out of it. And it took me a year to get out of that. Yeah, sweetie, so cry. Because I'm all about self-love and confidence, spiritual healing, real talk, life reflections, and positive energy. Only positive vibes. That's what I'm all about. That's the whole purpose of me doing this page. That's the whole purpose of me doing lives and doing, you know, shorts and stuff like that. Because I know it's a lot of people that's hurting. And I know it's a lot of people that's going through something. I know. But a lot of people is not going to reveal that. A lot of people are not going to say what they're going through. A lot of people are going to feel like, well, why should I say this to her? You know what I'm saying? But you're not alone, sweetheart. You're not alone. You're not alone. And I feel your pain because the pain that you're feeling now, I was feeling that before. I still feel it every day. But like I said, if you ever get into that hole, you know, you're going to have to find it within yourself to get out that hole. But this is the meaning of authentic for me. Me being honest, me being upfront. It's all that. I think the reason why she did that, because she was probably not ready, or she probably did it because she wanted the best for y'all. That's probably why she did it. That's probably why she did it. Because, to be honest with you, my mom that had passed away, she wasn't my biological mom, because I was adopted. And when my birth mother gave me away, she was young. She had me when she was young. She gave me away. She gave me away when I was 6 months old. And right now, me and her not talking. We're not talking right now. I don't know when we ever going to talk again, but we're not talking at this moment. But yes, I am. I am an adopted baby. The mother that raised me, give me 1 second. But yeah, the mother that raised me was my adopted mom, but I don't look at her that way. I was adopted when I was 6 months old. My mom, she had me when she was in her teens, if I'm not mistaken. She had me when she was in her teens and she was on drugs. And let's just plainly say that she didn't give a crap about me at that time. Yep, that's exactly, somebody told me that as well. Somebody else told me that as well, that I have a book. And I have been thinking about doing that because I have stories for days. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't tell everything out there, because a lot of people are going to sit there and criticize me and say what they're going to say. But I'm at this point in my life now, I don't care. I really do not care what people think about me. Mine was too at the time. Yep. And I was just, and the funny thing about it is, my girlfriend that I have known for 20 years, and she's the godmother of my children. And I just had this conversation with somebody the other day, and they told me that I should write a book. But me and my girlfriend was talking, and when we became good friends, we both was talking, and come to find out, she was adopted. And guess what? Her mother was on drugs. And her parents, who she's with, adopted her. But the thing is, she didn't have no relationship with her mom. When her mom gave her up, and she said that she was gonna come back and get her, she never did. And the way that my friend had carried it, she carried it like it is what it is, which is true. It is what it is. You know, because you can't beat yourself up about what could have been and what haven't been. You have to build yourself up to the point that, well, they did this for this reason so you can have a better life. But see, the situation that I was in, it was three of us. It was me, my younger brother, and my older brother. But her mother was claiming that she wasn't able to take care of all three of us. So my mother had decided to give up my younger brother and me. And she kept my older brother. Do I talk to my brothers? Not on a regular basis because they both boys, so it is what it is. But whenever I have time, I talk to them. Now, do I talk to my mother at this moment in time? No, I don't. Is it going to happen maybe in the near future, but not right now? Yep, mine did too. Mine did too. I just had a friend of mine tell me that I need to write a book too. You know what I'm saying? I should. But I probably might do that at some point in this life. Probably not right now because the way that my dad, I don't call him my adopted dad. I call him my dad because on my biological side, I don't know who my dad is. My own mother don't even remember who he is. She don't remember what he looked like. She don't remember his name. She don't know anything. So I don't know my biological dad. So I just call the man that been raising me and my kids my dad. Yes, I do. I have 5 kids. I have an 18-year-old, I have a 16-year-old, I have a 14-year-old, and a set of twins. They are 12 years old. Yep. I have 5 children. And doing a damn good job raising them. Oh, you got 6. Oh, okay. So you want on? Well, I want on, but I don't want no more. No, I don't want any more. I mean, I'm gonna just say this. This might sound weird. If I have the willpower, I'm gonna just say this. If I had, yes, thank you. And I really don't have to have nobody tell me that because if I wasn't doing a good job, okay, I would have had did the same thing that my mother did, okay. But the reason why I haven't is not so much to prove her wrong, and it's not so much to prove anybody wrong, because when you bring children in this world, you have to take on responsibilities. You have to do what you have to do. And to me, I'm just saying, I'm not judging nobody else. I'm just making a point. I'm not judging nobody who does this. Hi, welcome. Somebody from India. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't subscribed or put likes up yet, you please do so if you can. India? Yeah, they from a different country. Oh, okay. Yep. So yeah, people do adoptions for different reasons. And I'm not going to say if a person is wrong or if they're right. But if you want to do what's best for the children, do it. But don't do it because it's an easy cop-out. He already left. I'm going to tell you said hi. But don't take the easy way out. Because at one point in my life, when I had my children, I did think about doing that because I didn't think that I was able to do it. I didn't think that I had the ability, because once me and their father stopped seeing each other, because I was already a single parent anyway, but when, can y'all please stop making so much noise? Thank you. But when you decide to make that decision, you have to think in the back of your mind, what is my kids going to think when they get older? You know what I'm saying? Because you have to remember that even though you might have made the best decision of your life for them, when they meet you, you're going to have to answer a lot of questions. Because it's going to be a lot of questions that they're going to ask. they're going to be like, why this, why that, why this, and how that, and it's a lot of whys. And then when you don't have the answers that you want, it's going to make you think like, was I good enough? And why you do this and why you do that? You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about what you're doing before you do it. And sometimes people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that, especially when it comes down to that. And I understand that. I do. And I don't have no doubt in your mind that you didn't love her. Just like I didn't have no doubt in my mind that my mother loved me. But we still gonna question it. We still gonna question why. Right. Right. And like I said, even though you might have did the best, the best you could, and you try to make the best decision that you was able to do, but you still gonna have that question why. It's always gonna be a why. And it's nothing wrong with having, it's nothing wrong with asking why because you want to know why. But I just feel like sometimes when people make those type of decisions, yes, it's in the best interest of the child. But at the same time, hold on for a second. Sorry guys. They just ugh. Do your thing. You don't have to explain anything. Do your thing. Your kids come first before anything else. It don't matter. You don't have to explain yourself. You good. But yeah, but it's going to be a lot of people that's going to say why. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to going to wonder. But sometimes people just have to realize that when you make decisions like that, you got to prepare yourself that one day you're going to be asked that question why. And it's a lot of whys. And when you have a lot of whys, you're not going to have no answers sometimes. You might think you have the answer, but sometimes we don't. And just like what I was saying about my girlfriend, because she's adopted as well, and she don't have a relationship with her mom. And just maybe about not too long ago, my brother that lives in Miami right now, yeah, he lives in Miami right now, and he had just found out maybe about a year, maybe 2 years ago, that he was adopted. And he just found out that he was adopted at the age of 34. Maybe 30, maybe 34, 35. It's 35, I'm sorry. He just found out that he was adopted at the age of 35. And he just had a son, had my nephew. And he was shocked. Okay, you good. And he was shocked that he was adopted because this is another thing too. And Slick, you probably can relate to this. Because I felt the same way. I already knew it was something different about me because you have that gut feeling that something is off with you, but you don't know what it is. And I had felt that when I was younger. I had felt that when I was younger. Because people would ask, like, I would sit there and be wondering questions like, why am I taller than my parents? Because both of my parents, they were short. So I was saying to myself, why am I taller than my parents? And why it seem like all my cousins are tall, but they wasn't tall? You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of questions floating. And then I told a friend of mine the other day, I used to snoop around my parents' paperwork that they had, and it was a particular name that came up. I don't want to put the name out there, but I had saw a particular name that had stand out. I was like, who is this? So then it was a lot of questions that had popped up in my mind, and I was sitting there thinking like, hmm, this is odd. And then one day when I had a basketball game, and I will never forget it, I had a basketball game one night and we won the game. And then my mother was crying. And I was trying to figure out why my mom was crying. Like, I was sitting there thinking, why is she crying? Like, is she crying because I won the game or something, you know? And that's when she revealed to me what the deal was with me. And she told me at the age of 13, and I was upset with my mother at the time. And I had ran away from home because I was upset. Yep. You're fine. You don't have to explain yourself. You good. And yeah, and but yeah, but I already had that gut feeling that something was off. Yep. And then my brother said the same thing. My brother said the same thing because he had a gut feeling that something was off with him. Because he kept on saying, I feel different. I feel weird. I don't feel like myself. And so he called me because he wanted to know what it was like for me when I found out. Because he wasn't experienced with that. So he was like, well, let me go ahead. Were you at in your house? I'm not quite understanding what you're saying. I'm gonna just call you man. I don't quite understand what you're saying, man. But yeah, he had called me and he wanted to basically get some advice from me of how I dealt with it, how I went about the situation, and what he thought that he should do. So I was asking him the normal questions that you would be asked, like, did you feel different? Did you feel like, did you feel the same? And he told me he felt different. And that's what it starts stemming at. That you get this gut feeling and you feel like, you feel like something is off with you and it's something you didn't know. And so when his mother told him, he was in shock. He was stuck. He was in one of them stuck situations. Like, he was like, oh, like, yes, I'm on the patio. Well, actually, I'm in my sunroom. I'm in the sunroom. Um, but he felt stuck. He didn't know what to think. He was just like sitting there, like, he didn't know what to think. But he was happy about the fact, that he got his peace from that. But then he also found out that he has a brother and that his mother had him when he was young. So he got all the questions that he asked, he got answers from that. But the only thing about it is when he was going to start making plans to basically start looking for them. And so I told him that whenever he's ready to do that, I'm there for him. I got his side. Because with people finding out that they're adopted and stuff like that, they need all the support that they can get. You know, everybody needs that type of support. And with you having somebody that can relate to you, it's a beautiful feeling. And that's why all three of us, my brother, and you might as well say she's my sister. That's why we have the relationship that we have. That's why because I know my brother for 15 years, going on 16, And I had known I was adopted, was 16. I was 16 when I went found my mom. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't find mine until I was at the age of 21. I think I was in my 20s or something like that. It was like in my 20s or something. But the thing about it was my brother was the one that was curious, and he looked through the paperwork, and then he went through an adoption agency, and then that's how he was able to find me. So yeah. So my dad, my brother was the one that found me, and then that's when I was able to have a conversation um with him, and he told me whatever. Yeah. Hey Monique, it's been a long time. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, we find out in weird ways that, we're adopted, but it's a good feeling to know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling to know that you can find friends that that's good, sweetheart. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good because I haven't seen you in a while, and it's probably because I haven't been on live that much either. Because I've been, doing me, conquering the world. but um, but it's a wonderful feeling to know that a person can relate to you. Hello, how you doing, Damien? Damien, how you doing today? But it's a wonderful feeling to know that when you find out stuff like that. Why, thank you, I appreciate it. But it's a wonderful feeling to know um that it's not just you in the world. Like you're not the only one in this world that is going through what they're going through. You a night owl. That's what you are. You a night owl that can stay up during the day and stay up at night. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I used to be that person when I was younger, but now since I'm getting older, it's like, mm-mm. I mean, I have my moments, but I can't do it no more. But it's good. But like I said, it's good to know. It's good to make a community. To be honest with you, it's good to have a community that you can relate to people and what they're going through, because you can reach out to different people, and that's the whole point of me having this page, having this channel, so people can relate to what you're going through, and then that energy, that positive energy, can transfer to them, and they can transfer it to the next person. That's the whole point of me. That's the whole point of me doing this, because I know it's a lot of people out here that's like me, and I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm not claiming by 1 second that I'm perfect. And to be honest, too, I'm gonna put it out there too. I know I'm not the most popular person on this channel. And I know my views are not the best popping. And I know I'm not going to make millions of dollars doing this. And I know that I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to be part of a popular crowd. I know all of this. And you know why I know all of this? Because the man upstairs and me being me. And I'm good at being me. My la 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 la. My la la.
Hey, Lala.
La 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 la. Authentic Augies. Authentic Augies. Done. Ha la la. Ha la la. But yeah, but like I said, I know. And I'm going to say it again for you, la la, so you can hear what I'm saying. By me having this channel, it's uplifting. Boy, there you go. But like I was saying, I know that my channel is not going to be the greatest channel that's going to be on YouTube. And I know that my views are not going to be popping like everybody else's YouTube channel. And I know that I'm not going to be part of the popular crowd of YouTube. Because I know the man upstairs, he's not telling me to do that. The man upstairs is telling me to be me. The man upstairs is telling me to do what I'm purposed to do. The man upstairs is telling me to help people in the way that I can. It's by speaking with this. I always have been an outcast ever since high school. So I'm so used. It is the greatest you on YouTube. Yes, and that's what I be. That's what I try to be every day. And I always been an outcast ever since I was in high school. I tried to be with the in crowd so many times. And when I tried to be part of the in crowd, it didn't serve no purpose. Being part of the in crowd is being known. But I'd rather be part of the phone them numbers, keep outcasting. But it didn't serve no purpose. Yep, it is. I'd rather be an outcast than to be an in crowd. Because the reason why I'd rather be an outcast, because I can do what I want to do. But do it in my unique way. And I'm a very unique person. I'm a very special person that God created. And God has sent me on this earth to serve a purpose. And I feel like my purpose is to uplift and send people self-confidence that they don't have. And in the beginning, I didn't believe that. But when I had to have that moment of having a hard moment of losing my mom, that's what made me wake up. That's what made me wake up. And I feel that it's a purpose for me to reach out to someone and to let them know that I'm here. And at first, I didn't think I had a purpose. I didn't think I had a purpose at all. But after having that moment when my mother had died, having that moment of having her leave this earth the way she did, had made me recognize it when I had found my sense of self. And when you find that sense of self in you, you start knowing you. And then you build up the strength of knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing what you represent, and excuse my French when I say this, knowing what shit you're going to tolerate and what shit you're not going to tolerate. That's authentic to me. That's authentic to me. So, with that being said, thank you, sweetie. Just know what's authentic to you. What is authentic to you? I already said what's authentic to me. I explained it. And just to put it out there, I know it's too early to say this, but everybody that's in the chat, I appreciate you. But anybody that's in them bushes that's hearing everything I said, you cannot hold that against me. And you cannot put it as your topic because this is my topic. This is my truth. You can't copy nobody else's truth. Hey, my auntie, how you doing? You can't copy off nobody else's truth, but the fakeness that be, spattered that you can copy off of. This right here you can't copy. This is authentic that I said. Everything that I talked about, that's authentic, honey. You can't make no post off of that. You cannot make a topic off of this because what I have done today is authentic. It's real. Forget the reels. Forget the shorts. Forget all of that. Normally I do shorts. This right here that I'm doing, telling my story, telling you what I've been through, telling you everything, that is authentic. That is the truth. This is me. It can't get no greater than that. It can't get no smoother than that. And it sure can't get no sweeter than that, honey. So I'm just letting it be known. Everybody that's in the chat heard everything I said. But anybody that's in the bushes, you can't take this topic right here. And you can't duplicate it because this is the true me. These are my conquerors that I've been defeating and still defeating the conqueror. The challenges of being a conqueror. So you can't make no copy off of this, honey. So I'm just letting it be known on this live. You can't do it. You can't. There's no smoother that you can get to it. It's no realer that I can be. Can you please stop making noises while I'm on the live? Sweetheart. Now that's authentic too. With her making noises, and I just told her stop making noises. I was on live. That's authentic too. She know I love her. I'm just making a point. But it can't get no realer than this. This can't be no realer than this. And you're gonna have some more real of this. Y'all gonna have some more realness out of me. You are. Because I'm being authentic August. Now, once this month is over, I'ma still be authentic. I'ma still be me. And the other thing that I like about the fact that I did this live today is because not only because I wanted you to see the real me, because I want people to know But thank you, Auntie. The other thing, the reason why I did this, because I want people to know this morning, on this beautiful Monday morning, that you are not alone. You're 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 not alone. And just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. And if you have to tell the truth about yourself, tell the truth about yourself. I got more stories to tell. I got more stories to tell. I'm just not going to tell it all yet. You know how to be, let me tell you something, man. You know how to be authentic. You just have to dig inside. You got to dig inside. You know how to be authentic. Don't ever say you don't know how to be authentic. You know how to be authentic. You know how to be authentic. You gotta dig deep. When I say you have to dig deep, you have to dig deep to know you. You need to dig deep to know you. And know yourself. That's one. That's how you figure it out. Number one, know yourself. Number two, know your worth. Number three, know self-truth. When you figure those things out, that's when you're going to figure out how to be authentic. Say your truth. What is your truth? That's being authentic. Knowing your truth. Not being ashamed of your truth. Not giving a damn what people think. That's knowing your truth as well. Once you figure that out, you Gucci. You good. But don't ever say that you don't know how to be authentic. Everybody knows how to be authentic. But you have to figure that out within yourself, what is authentic. I have my own definition of being authentic. I have my own definition. You don't have to necessarily, let me tell you this too. You don't have to necessarily go by what the dictionary tells you. You can make up your own definition of being authentic. Because the truth is, people go by what the dictionary says. No, you can make up your own meaning of authentic. Because that's what I did. So I make up my own. And that's what makes me unique. You don't have to go by what the dictionary says. You can make up your own authenticness. You can do it. So don't say you don't know how to be authentic. Everybody knows how to be authentic her own way. Like, for example, Lex. She knows how to be authentic because she said her truth. That's why she has her channel the way she got her channel. Because she knows her worth and she knows her self-truth. That's how her page is going the way she's going. Positive Crash Out. She has her page. It might not be the most biggest page in the world, but she's learning how to be herself. She's learning how to build her channel. She's learning how to break out of the scale of saying her truth. She's building it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on YouTube knows how to be authentic. It's just that you have to have your own definition of being authentic. And you don't have to go by the dictionary. You can make up your own way of being authentic. So don't ever say that you're not authentic. Don't ever say that. Because of the simple fact You have to figure that out. Thank you. I appreciate it. You just have to figure it out and dig deep in your soul and know your self truth. Like Lala, for instance, she knows to be authentic. Lala knows to be authentic. She be authentic every day. She knows her self-worth. She knows her self-worth. She knows how to be authentic, and she be her true self. And yes, I'm giving her flowers. Everybody that I'm naming right now, I'm giving you flowers because you being authentic. You can do that too. Just speak your just speak your truth. Just speak your truth. Just be you. Just you don't have to do anything extra. Just speak your truth. And then when you speak your truth, then be you. Just be you. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's it. But just know within that you know you can do it. All the people that I named, I'm giving flowers to. I'm giving flowers to because that's what it's all about, being you. Just be you. Exactly. So like I said, and I'm going to make it very clear again, I'm not doing this to get 200 subscribers. I'm not doing this to get high views. I'm not doing this to be liked in the in crowd. I'm doing this because I want to reach out to somebody that is going through something and to let them know they're not alone. We're 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 not alone. It's somebody out there that's going through something. And if this video go viral, and I can touch someone, that would be a blessing to me. Shoot, it's a blessing to have y'all in my chat. It's a blessing that I'm still here. It's a blessing that I have my kids. It's a blessing that I'm got a roof over my head. It's a blessing. Everything that's around me right now is a blessing. But as far as me getting the views, as far as me getting the likes and all that, it don't matter. It's all about you knowing that you're not alone and what do authenticity or authentic means to you. And it would touch my heart if I did reach out to someone. It would really touch my heart if I do touch someone, because you need to know, and yes, I'm about to cry, because you need to know that you're not alone. You need to know that you're not alone. Because you're not. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. And also know, when you feel alone, you put God in your life. You put God by your side, and you have God guide you to the right direction. And have him help you. Because it's been a lot of times that it's been times that I wanted to give up. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to give up so bad with having my children. But you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep pushing. But that's what my authentic means to me. So you just have to figure out what authentic means to you. You just have to figure that out. But ever, don't ever think that you're alone, and don't ever think that you cannot be authentic. You can be. You just have to know it within yourself and know your self worth and know the truth and just know that you can do it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And if I didn't mean anything that I say right now, I would not be crying because this is very touching to me. It is. And I like helping people. I really do. Even though I have my problems and I'm conquering my problems, but hey, I still don't mind helping people. I really don't. I really don't mind it. And then I think it's my mother. She's talking to me right now. That's why I'm crying too. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. I'm sorry. My daughter had to go through some of that too. I don't want to mention it because she up here, but she's in the other room. But she went through that too. But she had learned to stand up for herself. But yeah, guys, don't give up. Yep, she is talking to me. She is. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to go live because I felt that from my heart that I needed to share that with y'all. I really felt like I needed to share that with y'all. Instead of me sitting there giving y'all tips, I just felt like I had to do this because something told me in my heart and in my soul that someone needed some uplifting, needed a booster of their in their self-esteem. And then not only that, somebody else was dealing with the same thing that I used to deal with, you know, in my life experience. I just didn't know how to put it out there. But I did it. I went on ahead and put it out there. And now look what I'm getting. And like I said, it's not so much of the likes, sweethearts. It's not me getting likes. And it's not me trying to portray a different person. It's just me trying to reach out to someone. Yes, she is. My mother, she is. Yep, that's true, Slim. So I hope this morning was very inspirational to you. And I hope y'all get something from this. And I hope that y'all will come back when I go live the next time. I'm going to be praying on that. But like I always say, I truly appreciate everybody that came into my chat this morning. And I always welcome anybody into my lives. There's no discrimination. There's no disagreements or anything. And I love y'all all. I love y'all, the support, the love. Y'all the ones that keep me going every day, to be honest with you. But I need to give it to the Lord because the Lord gave me the strength to get on this live today, to pour my heart out, and to let it be known to all of y'all that y'all not alone, whatever you're going through. You're not alone. And don't ever think you are. But I love the live that I have done today. And y'all had a beautiful, wonderful, productive Monday. Thank you so much, Lex. You don't know how much that means to me. You don't know how much that means to me. But I do hope y'all have a very productive and beautiful Monday morning and a head start of your week. And I will see y'all later. The Pretty Heart Conqueror is out. Much love.